So it is time for your Digipreneur, our digital strategist, Keron. He joins us on the Zoom line as always. We thank Keron for his time and for his knowledge. Good to see you, Keron. Good morning.
Good to see you. Thanks again for having me, JW.
Always a pleasure. So this morning we're going to touch on the top 5 revenue streams for your business. Very important conversation. I got pen and paper. I'm ready to take some notes. Go right ahead. Let's count them down. Top 5.
You're going to love this one because these are all digital revenue streams that any business or personality is going to be able to create within their brand. So the first one is one-on-one coaching. It is something that can be low-hanging fruit. Everybody that's in business has a skill set. They have a set of skills and knowledge that they are able now to bring people in and teach them through one-on-one training. So if you are a chef, if you're somebody that makes roti, if you're a personality like JW, there's always going to be people that want to learn from you. Offering one-on-one coaching is a great way to add additional revenue to your business.
Excellent.
JW, you ready for number 2?
Definitely.
All right, so the second one is Google AdSense. Now, what this is, you are going to need a website. But Google AdSense is a service from Google that you can add to your website. It's a bit of a tracking code that allows ads to be added to your website. So we know that the internet is constantly learning you, the individual. And sometimes you might go on a website and then you feel like, wait a minute, I'm seeing these ads appear all over the internet. Wherever you go, you're seeing those ads. A big part of that is Google AdSense. So you can actually add that to your website, and anytime somebody clicks on the ad, Google is going to pay you every time someone clicks. And then they're going to be able to send you a check every single month. Once you clear $100 US, you can get a check in the mail, or they can do direct deposit to any local bank in Trinidad and Tobago in US dollars. All you need to focus on is bringing people to your website. Google will take care of the rest, and that kind of works in the background.
Very interesting. So that's the second step. We're moving on to the third.
Yes. So the third one is e-learning. So we started off with one-on-one coaching, that's in person, but with e-learning, you're going to be able to create a course. So if somebody wants to learn about how to become a radio host and personality, and JW, you might not necessarily have the time because you have a packed schedule, you can create an online course and get people to take a self-paced learning course that you have created, and they can get all of your knowledge from that. And that's going to work in the background for you. Anybody is going to be able to take that course from anywhere in the world, and you're going to be able to get paid again right here in your local bank accounts.
So that's like when I see those masterclass, it's something similar to that then?
Yeah, pretty much something similar to that. And those online courses work so well because, again, it works for you. You might not necessarily have the time, but you want to share your knowledge and you want to be able to earn revenue passively, right? You don't want to have to physically turn your time in order to train somebody. So you can do that, create the course, get it online, and then people can learn at their own pace.
Interesting. As we move on to the fourth, I'm eager to hear what's happening for step 4 and 5.
Yes. So number 4, this is a big one. This is one I want almost all businesses to start thinking about. And that is subscriptions. So we all have products that we purchase every single month. Think of something like soap or deodorant, just to give you an idea. If you are a business, start thinking about what are the items that you sell that are consumables, and then start to offer a subscription package so that what happens is you now have predictable income. You're able to put people on subscription, send out the products to them every single month. But with that predictable income, you can now start to look at how much income you're going to be earning every single month, right? You're able to now set this up where it's going to be an automatic debit to people's credit card or their Visa Debit Cards. And all of the banks offer this as a service. So every business in Trinidad and Tobago can start to offer subscriptions for their products.
Interesting. And we bring ourselves to step number 5.
Number 5 is one of my favorites, and that is to become a paid speaker. Listen, when you are doing your thing in your business, you might be the top place making roti, you might be the top doubles vendor, you might be the top mechanic, you might be the top personality. When you are doing well in your business, people want to bring you into their space. They want to bring you to their events. They want you to speak at their conferences so that they can learn all about you, your routines, how you do it. But guess what, folks? Paid speakers is one of the biggest revenue earners globally. So if you can do your thing in business, right? You're the best mechanic and people know you for that. If you can create that space where people now can book you to come to their events, adding paid speaking as a revenue stream for your business is going to be a great way to earn an additional revenue stream. You're still doing what you do. You still have your business, but this is another additional revenue stream that you're able to bring in for your brand. Now, if you can do all 5 of those things, that's some great additional revenue to add to your brand.
What's the distinction you'll say between the paid speaking and e-learning? Now, obviously, it's more or less the same thing. You are getting paid to speak and to impart and to share your knowledge, but is there a kind of line in the sand between the two? I know one-on-one is totally different, but I'm thinking here e-learning and paid speaking, you're speaking to a massive audience.
Yeah, so there's definitely a big difference. So with the e-learning, right, you could have your own online course, and people can take that at their own leisure. You, the person who created the course, you create it once. It's online, and you're not actively there. It is working in the background for you to generate income, and people can learn from you at their own time. Paid speaking is you're live in person at events. People are flying you around the world. I know, JW, you have been traveling. You've hosted a lot of events, right?
Yeah.
And speakers are being brought from different countries to speak at these events. The vast majority of those people on stage are getting paid to be there to share their knowledge.
Yeah, very, very interesting. So I'm watching here, one-on-one coaching. Google Access is the second one you would have mentioned?
AdSense, AdSense, AdSense.
Oh, AdSense, okay.
Yeah.
All right, good. So notes, e-learning, subscription, and paid speaking. Which one you would say from your experience through your lens generates the most income, supplementary income?
So, I mean, it can vary for everybody. I think for me, because I do 4 of those of the 5, right? Actively right now. And right now for me, paid speaking and my online course are my 2 big revenue earners. What I love about paid speaking, that is what has allowed me to travel throughout the entire Caribbean the past couple of years. Companies are bringing me to their events in Turks and Caicos or the Bahamas to speak at their stage to share my knowledge on digital strategy. But then what I love about my e-learning platform is that the courses that I've created, people are signing up for those courses, whether I'm awake or whether I'm asleep, and it's generating income for me over time. So I do not have to trade my time for money. My online courses are working for me in the background.
Hey, Keron, as always, thank you so much for the information. The Digipreneur, another successful one today. And we just heard from the man himself, 5 digital revenue streams for your business. Godspeed, we do it again next week.
Take care, till next week.
All the best. Keron Rose, touching base with us. Really loving the Tuesday. So much information, especially inside the second hour. We're going to pivot across now to health and wellness. Conversations on cancer up next. And we get details concerning Relay for Life. Stand by.